Welcome back. With high school students in prom season and graduation events coming up, unfortunately, their risk of underage drinking and a lot of the problems that come along with it increases. And here to tell us more about a special effort and campaign to curb underage drinking, we welcome Sharon Tankersley, the Drug Free Communities Project Coordinator, and also Sergeant Chris Townsend with the Lexington Division of Police. Thank you both so much for being with us.
Thank you.
This is an interesting campaign to really raise awareness and get parents committed to doing what they can. Tell us a little bit about this pledge that you're asking for parents to make for their children.
Well, as you know, that prom and graduation during the spring of every year is commonly a time that might be associated with underage drinking in celebrating those special events in a young person's life. And so our coalition, the Mayor's Alliance, in our efforts to reduce underage drinking in the community, decided to do some campaign outreach into the community and remind parents that it is a risky thing for underage to drink, and to invite them to partner with us by signing a pledge not to provide alcohol during these times.
And you're seeing an example of some of the cards that are being circulated around for parents to sign. You know, there are some that have mixed feelings and think that, well, I'd rather have them do it where I know where they are and that kind of thing. But what are the risks, and what is really the problem with allowing underage teenagers to drink?
Well, obviously the legal consequences and implications are pretty apparent. There's state statutes under the alcohol beverage statutes, there's under the unlawful transaction statutes, and we also have local ordinances about giving alcohol to young underage drinkers, allowing other people to give those or getting it, purchasing for them. But these are events, graduations, proms, and things should be memorable for all the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. And to associate some type of tragedy with that, I couldn't imagine how a person could live with that the rest of their lives. We've had field parties at graduations where a young person intoxicated was walking behind another young person who was intoxicated, attempted to drive a vehicle, and backed over them. How do you live with that as a parent or as an adult, knowing that these are things that could have been prevented, and now tragedies associated with one of the things that's supposed to be one of the highlights of your life as you grow up?
And the effort, I'm sure, is to encourage parents to be parents and be the responsible parties in this case.
Exactly. I mean, this is a time for a parent to be a parent. One time I was talking to a group, and a parent said, my teenage daughter and I are best friends, and I thought that's so sad. Your daughter's best friends should be teenagers. You should be a parent at this stage of life. You can be best friends later on.
And tell us a little bit more about some of the events that are taking place as part of this campaign and how folks can get involved and make the pledge themselves.
Certainly. We've partnered with area merchants such as florists and formal wear shops, and later into the spring we will be partnering with bakeries. And the idea is that these are the kinds of stores that parents and their teens are frequenting in conjunction with prom and graduation in preparation for those celebrations. And so these retail partners have agreed to set up a parent pledge site and provide the materials so that a parent could go ahead while they're shopping and sign the pledge not to provide alcohol. In return, the parent receives a window cling that they're encouraged to display very proudly on their vehicle. And the idea is that as we drive around town and in the community, we will see more and more of these. And it's just kind of a sign of solidarity among parents that we're in this together to protect our teens.
Well, wonderful message. Thank you both so much for being with us today. If you're interested in learning more and getting an opportunity to get the pledge yourself, we have a contact number and email address at the bottom of your screen if you're interested in learning more. Thanks again for being with us, guys.
Thank you.
We will be right back with a check of your forecast.